Thomas Foster's 22nd chapter, titled He's Blind for a Reason, presents a comparison to James Joyce's Araby. When Foster states that there are a lot of things that have to happen when a writer introduces a blind character into a story, he's not just suggesting a physical blindness. Foster continues stating clearly that the author wants to emphasize other levels of sight and blindness beyond the physical. This is clearly true in Joyce's Araby with the main character. The boy is blinded by love and by vanity, envisioning that he would win the girl over with his romantic gesture at the bazaar. As Joyce describes the boy gazing into the darkness, he saw himself as a creature driven and derived by vanity, and his eyes burned with anguish and anger. We recognize that he understands his ridiculous ambitions and how he never had a real chance with the girl. Araby has a blindness-driven epicenter in which the narrator is continually blind to reality by his burning passion for a girl who in reality is not really meant for him. In Foster's 20th chapter, titled So Does Season, he introduces us to a few of his own realizations in literature regarding season and weather itself. Foster states that happiness and dissatisfaction have their seasons. He continues on, claiming the season isn't mentioned specifically or immediately, and this can make the matter of finding the text's real season is a bit trickier. Foster was correct in a sense. When analyzing Dylan Thomas's poem titled Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night, a season or weather pattern is not directly stated. In the poem, it describes wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight. The repeated use of the sun, bright light, suggests to readers that it is indeed summer. On the contrary, by using the line, though wise men at their end know dark is right, Thomas portrays a much different scene. Thomas Foster's chapter So Does Season came to mind because of the differing uses of vocabulary Dylan Thomas uses in each stanza. By creating a dark scene at first, then creating a sunny and bright story, he is able to portray the message that the speaker wants to. Not only does the speaker fear that darkness, he wants his father to fight his way through the summertime. The 26th chapter, titled Is He Serious and Other Ironies, in Thomas C. Foster's story How to Read Literature Like a Professor, gives a powerful comparison to Joseph Conrad's short story An Outpost of Progress. When Foster states that irony trumps everything, he is suggesting in most, if not all cases of literature that there is some sort of irony occurring, and nearly all writers employ irony sometimes, although the frequency varies greatly. This rings true throughout Conrad's An Outpost of Progress. From the beginning, it becomes clear that the title, Outpost of Progress, is ironic. The two white men, Kayerts and Carlyle, are sluggish and incompetent. Their incompetency and destructiveness progresses throughout the story. Conrad reiterates that progress requires work and dedication, while he also considers fear. These two men's destructive nature fuels their life towards a lack of progress.